Wait, what's this?
What did Trump
Trump knew
do?
exactly what Epstein
Trump
was up
spent
to.
hours with the victim.
First and foremost, if proof comes out that Trump or any other nasty-ass person hurt kids, they can all rot in jail. Fuck PDF files, and release the list, you cowards! Now, with that disclaimer out of the way, I want to talk about media and the way this story is being covered, how I came across it, and I slowly learned more. It's a fun little fable about the importance of media literacy. So I was reading the news. Yeah, I know, a depressing way to pass time. I came across this story about the newly released Epstein emails. I saw lots of headlines that begged the question, what did Trump do? In one of these sources, Epstein mentioned that Trump spent hours at my house with a victim, but the victim's name was redacted. Then came the twist. The White House claimed that the redacted name was Virginia Giuffre. You know, the woman who accused other powerful men but specifically said that Trump did nothing wrong? If it really was Virginia, then those headlines were certainly misleading, and if the White House was the only source claiming the victim was Virginia, shouldn't the media have wanted to confirm this? So I jumped over to ChatGPT. Did those emails talk about Virginia Giuffre? ChatGPT informed me that that was an unconfirmed statement from the White House. And of course, this led me to a follow-up question. Do reputable outlets need to confirm whatever the White House claims? ChatGPT said yes, especially for politically charged statements. Reputable outlets like AP, Reuters, BBC, New York Times, and the Wall Street Journal must get confirmation, otherwise they'd flag these statements as unconfirmed or without substantial evidence. According to ChatGPT, these are good sources. So, how do these outlets frame the White House's claims during other administrations? Can you show me examples of those outlets questioning or undercutting the Biden administration? Saying things like, we could not independently verify, or the White House claimed without evidence. ChatGPT tried, but it came up mostly empty. In this particular story, the White House declined to comment, and during this debate, Biden overstated a point. I tried to broaden ChatGPT's search. Do any of these sources say that Biden lies, or anything like that? Again, there wasn't much, and what was there felt pretty light. Example 1, Biden misrepresented. Okay, not willing to call it a lie. Okay. Example 2, someone lied about the Biden family. Okay, so we're really scraping the bottom of the barrel because this isn't even the Bidens lying, this is a lie about them. What the heck? Why is this in the list? And in the third example, the article falls short of calling the statement a lie, but rather a broken promise. Okay, you know what? Maybe these sources are just very impartial. You know, they don't like to be very accusatory. They use soft language. Let's see how they treat Trump. Suddenly, ChatGPT found a bunch of results. Same outlets, same supposed standard, but a distinctly different tone. And here lies the dirty little secret. Both Trump claims without evidence and Biden stated describe a person in power making a claim. Both of these claims could be unconfirmed. Framing is incredibly powerful. In a lot of circumstances, they would use these undercutting words or negative qualifiers. And in other circumstances, they would just copy the White House's sentiment. Also, I'd like to stress that these articles and their titles might all be accurate, but I'm not necessarily disagreeing with the implications that the framing here is making. I'm simply pointing out the fact that the way these things are covered is different. I imagine a lot of this comes from unconscious bias. Neither approach is necessarily malicious. Perhaps both aim for accuracy. But what is said can matter just as much as how it is said and what is not said. One headline invites doubt, while the other encourages trust. Over years and years, these subtle differences in reporting shape how the public feels, who we view as honest, who we see as corrupt, and who we subconsciously believe. It's not about Trump, it's not about Biden, it's about media literacy. Which quotes get highlighted and which get buried? Which stories lead and which disappear by tomorrow? Which experts get the final word? Or something as simple as how a sentence is worded. Each tiny choice, harmless on its own, slowly tilts the public perception. Look, you can absolutely tell me in the comments if you want, but rest assured, I know Trumpty Dumpty lies. This news story and all the related articles just highlighted the importance of media literacy for me. It's not about defending anyone. It's about developing your ability to think clearly. Don't just read the news, consider the language. Ask yourself, is this fact or framing? Because sometimes it's not what's said that says the most.
Wait, you stuck around this long? Wow, you must have liked hearing my voice. Well, subscribe if you want to hear more.